Justin. Yeah, my name is Justin.
Yes.
I'm calling about a property in Leewood, and
Yes.
I'm in KC Mo. I'm a landlord investor, and my partner spoke with you, I don't know, a few days back, and I think we may have even sent out an agreement to you. Not sure if you got it or not, but we're interested in doing something on that property, creative wise. And I don't know if that rings a bell with you, or a rent and then purchase at 700. Does that make sense?
700.
Yep.
We rent it for 2 months, 2 years.
Yep. For 2,200 a month. That rings a bell with you?
Yes. How can I help you?
Yeah. Well, what will it take for us to do business, man? What do we need to do to change this deal to make it more comfortable for you?
What do you mean by that? Talk to me.
Well, you didn't sign the agreement, so I assume there's something uncomfortable about it for you that you didn't like. So I was just wondering.
Yeah, because I have to show it to my lawyer first, because I want to make sure the reason I'm doing that, I get the rent money, and if the rent money doesn't collect, I don't collect it. That's one reason, and I have to take it to court that the agreement be expired. But I want you guys to go look at the house first before I make a decision. That's another thing.
Okay. All right. Well, that may be possible. I'm a landlord investor, so I'm not going to be the guy living in the property. I would rather wait, until I can, get that guy lined up a little bit better. And I can't do that until I have an agreement with you. So I'm kind of in a funny pickle here. If you and I can't come to an agreement, I really can't move forward on anything. So,
Okay.
does that make sense? And how do you feel about that?
But again, the agreement is not much in the paper. There's not much on the paper. The paper says the rent money is $2,200. Who's going to pay that $2,200 a month?
Yes, sir. That's exactly right. That's a good question. And the paperwork is very, very small because it's really invented.
It's small, and
Yeah.
I need the deposit money. You guys are going to hold it for 2 years. It doesn't make any sense. It's a very small, simple thing.
All right. Okay. So, all right. So really the hang up here is the paperwork. Am I understanding that correct?
No, hang up in here. We have a better agreement. What needs to be done? You guys want to rent it for 2 years, and then want to buy it from me. But again, how I'm going to secure that?
Yeah. Well, if you've got agreements that you prefer, sir, we're not married to these agreements. I mean, the paperwork's just paperwork to us. So if,
I know it's nothing. But again, if I want somebody to move in there for 2 years, after that, you guys make a decision. But again, you guys saying you guys can back up, but I cannot back up. That's another negative thing about that.
Okay.
About that contract.
Okay. So it sounds like you're kind of not interested in a lease option. Like, you don't want us to have the option. You want us to be committed to it. And I completely understand that. I have no problem with that.
If you guys want to lease it for $2,200, I think that's a reasonable price, because that house goes for $3,000. It's a huge house.
Yeah, I totally agree. 100%. I think, I 100% agree that it looks like a great deal. I just need to get through the hurdles here so we can have it, have it on paper. And
yeah, I know. But again, I want somebody moves in there reliable for the house. That's why I'm so low. Maybe I go $2,000, but if it's somebody reliable, has a family, wants to go to use Blue Valley District and a good school district and have a huge house, you can sit down and talk to me.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I understand. So what I sent you was basically just a short permission slip. And so what would occur if you and I were to agree on that is I would bring someone to the table. Like I said, I'm a landlord investor. I want to put some good people in there. I want them to buy the house in that time frame. And I'll make a little money when they do, but I know this has to be a great fit for you too. So if I gave you the ability to give us the thumbs up, give us the thumbs down, approve these people or disapprove these people, if instead of just our little short agreement between you and I, you were able to have a full rental agreement from, that's blessed by Jackson County or Johnson County over there where you're at, Johnson County. you know, something that's more standardized like that. If you had something more standardized between you and the people I put in there, is that something that makes you feel more comfortable? And could we move forward maybe? Or
that's good. That's good. That's okay too. That's okay too. Yes.
Okay, great.
But I don't have to come over there and say, hey, I'm not able to collect the rent money, and you guys have an agreement to buy it from them, and you guys collect. I don't want any funny business.
I understand. Yeah. What I'd like to do is I'd like to set this up where they send the payment directly to you or to your company, whoever you want it sent to. Okay.
Sure.
And I'd like it where you can verify that, of course, that it's done. Either if it didn't come to you and you know, then you could easily check and see that it did go to the right place. That's how we do it. That's how it ought to be done. I'm a landlord myself. I don't want to set this up for you to lose, because that doesn't help anybody. So let's do this the right way and make it where these are good people. You approve of them and they pay the rent every month, and then they buy the house.
Sure. No problem. That's a good idea. But again, in the end result, if the price is that much, then I have to pay you guys commission and stuff too when I sell it?
No, sir. No, sir. What we'll do is we'll collect a fee from the people we put in there and up front. And when they give us that fee, we'll consider that our pay. And we don't have anything tied to the house as far as like any kind of liens or any kind of anything recorded or nothing to cloud the title. We're not doing any of that. We're just going to rent the house, and then we're going to buy the house. But in order to do that, I need to be able to assign what you and I have over to them with your approval, so that you can have the right documents that you want between you and them, and everybody can be where they need to be legally and appropriately, and they can make the payment directly to you, and they can take care of the maintenance, and they can do all this stuff while they're trying to buy the house. And when they buy it, you get the money. I'm out of it basically at that point. Okay. So I'm going to get my little fee on the front end, but that's why it's so important for me to have your approval on everything, because you know, this is not me trying to sneak in here and steal $1 from somebody. I do this for a living. I'm a landlord investor. And if you're comfortable with it, let's step forward, you know, as long as you stay comfortable with it. Does that make sense?
Sure. Exactly. Okay. Send me your contract. See what your contract says.
Okay. Well, what I'd like to do is I'd like to send you a new contract, and this one is not a lease option. I'd like to send you a lease purchase agreement. Because a lease purchase agreement, because the purchase is like we're committing to purchasing it. We're not just getting the option to purchase it. We're committing. So a lease with a purchase agreement. Does that make sense, sir?
Then lease to own, lease to own. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In this case, are you guys reliable for tax and insurances?
Technically, as the owner of the home, which you'll still be, you're responsible for them. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that you're collecting enough money from my side of the transaction here to take care of those responsibilities.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then send me your contract, see what it is.
Okay,
and
so
again,
all right.
see how it goes.
All right. If I send you something that fits you, you feel like this might work, or is this kind of a non-starter, like we shouldn't bother with it?
No, send it to me. I'm going to review with my wife and review with my uncle.
Okay. All right, sir. We'll put a lease purchase together. In it, I'm going to write this statement that when we do find the people that we want to put in there, that we're going to let you give us the final approval on those people, and that we're also going to set it up where you get to collect the money directly. Okay. And we're also going to put it in there where they're going to take care of the maintenance. And so you're not going to have to do that. All right. And then, is there anything else important that I should include in there, sir?
How about how many year lease?
2 years, sir. Is that okay?
2 years. Okay, the 2 years goes very fast. Okay, how about the insurance and taxes?
Is $2,200 a month enough for you to take care of your responsibilities and the taxes and insurance? Because the home will still be in your name. So So if we make enough payment wise monthly, it should cover your payment, your interest, your taxes and insurance. Is 2,200 enough, or should we bump that up to something?
I think we should bump this up because the insurance is cost of maybe $2,200 a year.
Okay.
Taxes is almost about $7,000 a year.
Okay. So
Put that together.
yeah. So what's more comfortable for you? What takes care of everything? Because I don't want this to be a bad deal for you. That doesn't make any sense.
I know, but okay. And also, when we do the transition, how much is going to cost me to pay the transition to you guys?
Well,
when I sell them.
Okay, that's a good question. So let me see here. If I put in the agreement here that we take care of the closing costs on both sides, is that something that makes it like, you feel good about it?
Closing costs on the book. How about do I have to pay you commission?
No, sir. There'll be no realtors commissions, nothing.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm going to collect my fee from these other guys, and I'm going to do that with your approval, and that'll be all I get.
And also, how about if the tenant doesn't pay the rent and there's nothing involved?
Yes, sir. That's a good question. That's worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. So here's what we want to do. We want to make sure we get some good people in there, and I'm going to run some background checks on them and all that stuff, and employment verification and income verification. And I want you to be able to see those things, and I want you to help me approve them. Okay. So if you feel comfortable about them as well as me, then we can move forward. Hopefully we'll have some good ones that will keep paying the rent. However,
but again,
yep. In the worst case scenario, if they did not pay the rent, we would have to evict them. And that's just how the real estate world works. Hopefully we're
the contract is not obey anymore.
Yep, the contract, they will have voided the contract. They will not be able to buy the property anymore, and they will be subject to eviction immediately. Yes, sir. By the 10th day of the month. Absolutely. We do not.
Usually the owner option, they usually put like 10-20% down. Are you guys going to collect that 10-20%?
Well, we're going to collect something, but it's probably not going to be 10 or 20%, sir. Yeah. So, yep. So I really don't know what it will be at this time.
If you collect this money, where's the money is going to subtract from the total price of the house?
Usually we don't subtract it from your 700. Okay. So unless it goes into your hand, then it comes off the 700. But
Sure.
but if it's just money to me, then that's just money to me. It doesn't come off your bill.
Okay. See how it goes then.
Okay.
I want you guys to look at the house first before you guys go forward with that. I'm rehabbing the house right now. I'm spending about $60,000-$70,000 in the house right now to fix them up.
Do you have a lockbox on the front of it?
No, I don't, but somebody's in there working on it constantly.
Okay. How about this? If I drive past, can I get in just kind of whenever I drive past during the daytime?
Yes, during the daytime.
Okay.
Knock on the door and go in.
Okay, I'll make a plan to do that because, like I said, I'm here in KC Mo, so not too far away, and I'm looking forward to doing business with you, sir. Is there anything I can do right now to make you feel more comfortable or make you feel like this might be a good fit?
Run this with my wife and see what they say.
Okay.
And see how it goes.
What's your first name again?
Mehran, Mehran.
Okay, Mehran. Thank you, sir. We'll talk soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Dude, that was sweet.
Boom.
Well,
You're gonna
that guy made me work for it, didn't he?
Hell yeah, you went through all the freaking, just like that number 4 phone video. You just did that whole thing right in right in that call.
Yeah. Had that been my lead, I would have tied him down a little bit more at the end. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have been like, well, hey, when I send this to you, how long is it going to take for y'all to go through it? I'd have done all that shit. Okay. I didn't do that because it was long time, and also because it's your lead, Vic and Karen, and I didn't want to necessarily completely take it over where you guys can't be involved. So yeah, but thank you for the compliment.
That was great. That was excellent.
Yeah, hey, this is Justin. I'm calling about a property in Conroe, Texas.
Yes,
I got the right spot, huh?
that's right, Justin.
Okay, good, man. It's still available. It's not gone yet. Why not? I figured it's gone.
He was, but it fell apart.
Yeah, I got a message from you earlier today saying that it was going to be back on the market. Well, how about this? I want to make you an offer today.
All right.
Well, I'm just kind of curious what happened to the last deal. Why is that falling apart? Do you mind telling me? Are they rascals? Are they bad people? What happened?
No, well, it was just financing. They were not able to find the finance,
Oh, okay.
and it fell apart.
Okay.
To be honest, the real didn't do a good due diligence to make sure they was going to close. I just said, we just canceled the contract, and I'm finding a new realtor, but I haven't found one yet.
Okay. So do you have this on the, is this on the MLS listed with the realtor then?
No, yet. That's what I'm trying to find out today to work with a realtor, but I haven't signed any contract yet.
Okay. Well, I'm a landlord investor and I want to make an offer on it, but I want to make a creative offer. So you've been talking to people that want to buy it with financing, and I want you to be my financing for 24 months. Is that something we can talk about?
Sure. I'm open to that.
Okay, great. What about that sounds like what would you need in order for that to fit?
What are you thinking about? Hopefully you have something in your mind already. Right?
Well, yeah. How about 24 months? We rent the place from you for, I don't know, you tell me what you think you need every month, and then we'll give you your full asking price in less than 24 months. What do you think about that?
Less than 24 months. So what do you think about down payment?
Well, what do you think about it? I mean, I'd like to give you nothing, right? But you want something, I know, right?
Yeah, but you're the creative one. I want to hear your creativity.
Well, man, yeah, I'm creative, but now you're asking me to give up some money, so I'm gonna have to say, what do you need? Because I might be able to do it, or I might not be able to. You know what I mean? I want to if it's something I can do. So what do you got to have though?
Well, I'm not sure because I haven't think about the rent to own type of scheme.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking you. What do you have in your mind that can run the numbers and say, yeah, that's fine with me or not?
Okay. Well, let's talk about purchase price then. What do you think you got to have on purchase price? What are you asking again?
It was $325.
Okay, so I don't know what 2,500 a month. Does that sound right? I don't know. I'm kind of guessing here, man. I mean, what covers your payment and your interest, your taxes, your insurance, and maybe put some, maybe get you and mama a dinner or something. Like what's that number?
2,500 per month, and then down payment of how much you were thinking?
How about would $5,000 work?
That could work. Yeah.
So if I put in the agreement here, 24 months, we would rent the place for $2,500 a month for 24 months or less, and in that time frame, purchase the home from you for $325,000. And in order to do that, we're going to start out on the day we move in and we exchange keys and all that. You get $5,000 non-refundable. Is that what we're talking about?
That's right.
Okay. If I send that over to you, what happens, man? Do we have a deal, or are we just fishing here?
No, well, I think we could have a deal. Just need to read the terms and everything, and
Okay.
I think we can make it happen.
Okay. All right. That sounds great.
When are you thinking about renting it?
Well, today's July 14th. How about the 15th of August?
15th of August.
That's a month. 1 month from today.
Anything? Is it something you can do at the beginning of August?
How about this? If we try to do August 1st, but we need a 2-week extension, could we do that?
We could. Is that you're gonna be the one renting, or you actually gonna sub-rent it?
I'm a landlord investor. So here's what I want to do. I want to put some good people in there that want to buy that place. And the reason I want to do that is because I'm going to make a little bit of money when they do it. But I also know that this needs to be a perfect fit for you first. So is that a deal breaker for you, or can we move forward with something like this?
Yeah, we can move forward something like that.
Great. Okay. Well, what's your first name again, sir? I'm Justin.
I'm Carlos.
Okay, Carlos. nice to meet you. What do I have your email, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay, can you give it to me and I'll send you an agreement today?
Okay. It's C.A. Bonilla
Okay,
09. I'll spell it to you. It's C.A.B. B as in boy, O.N. as in Nancy, I.L.L.A. 09 at gmail.com.
okay, great. That sounds good. If you want, do me a favor and text it to me. I might have wrote it down wrong, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate
Where are
it.
you located, Justin?
I live in Kansas City, Missouri, but I love Texas. I got family down in Texas, man, and I would love to do a deal down in Texas with you today if that's something that you're open to.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
You're not going to hold it against me that I'm from Kansas City, are you?
No, not at all.
All right. Well, is there anything I can do to help right now or answer any questions or make you feel more comfortable or anything right now, sir, Carlos?
No. Just let me go through the agreement, and most likely, hopefully, I don't have a lot of questions. But if
Okay.
I do, I'll just call you back.
Okay,
Is that
great.
okay?
Yeah. Yep. That's
Is this
absolutely
your-
right.
Is this your number?
That's my number.
Sounds good. All right.
Thank you, Carlos. We'll talk soon.
No, thank you, Justin.
Bye-bye.
All right, okay. Bye.
All right.
You're on fire today.
Wow.
Breaking through, man.
Please send me this video when you get it all done, because I'm gonna have to watch it like 10 times so I can get back to my. That's some good shit.
This it's on Facebook private group, man. So it's right there. I'm probably not even going to put this on YouTube because I don't know.
This is too good for YouTube.
I don't
This should be tiered content right here.
I
Gotta
feel
pay like
kind of
$500 for this course.
Thanks.